Has this happened to you? Your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere at night. It's something we all dread. It can be especially dangerous for women. Kelly had this happen to her, and she's joining us live tonight outside with more on what you should do if you find yourself in this situation. Kelly?
Jim, it is such a commuter society. We drive so much. I have a pretty big commute myself every day to and from work. But what do you do if you break down? How do you stay safe until help arrives? Well, as I found out, your instincts may be wrong. There's never a good time to break down or have a flat tire, but driving alone at night has to be the worst.
It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared.
Rick Seid is a martial arts and self-defense expert.
The most important weapon that we can carry is our cell phone.
Rick says when you call roadside assistance, or if necessary, the police,
say I'm a woman or I'm in an area where I feel very uncomfortable and I fear for my safety.
So then what? Should you turn on your hazard lights and sit in the car and just wait for help to arrive? That's exactly what I did when I broke down right here along I-95 at 12:15 in the morning. Turns out I made the wrong choice. Rick says I should have gotten out and away from my car.
We don't want to stay with the car because then we become a stationary target.
And not just for other cars that could veer off the road and slam into you.
The problem is, if someone has dangerous or mean intentions, they're going to take a bat, they're going to take a crowbar, they're going to smash that window. So the truth of the matter is, now you've got a bigger problem than you had in the first place. Smash, smash, smash. He's going to reach in, he's going to unlock the door, and now you're very vulnerable.
Rick says, if possible, find a tree or some other barrier to hide behind.
Anything that you can camouflage yourself or keep out of the way. This way, if someone is trolling the area looking for a victim, you're not there.
If there isn't a tree or bush in sight,
as dark it is out here without these lights, you could go 20, 30, 40 feet from here and I might not even see you.
That's true.
So we can position ourselves in a way or far enough away.
When you leave your car, take your valuables, your cell phone, and some sort of weapon.
Grab up anything you can use to, I say the four S's, either swing, shoot, stab, or spray.
Like a knife or a stick.
You don't have to be skilled. You can put this in the hand of an 8-year-old and teach them the method of swinging it back and forth in a figure-8 fashion, and this will back somebody up. Mark is coming toward me, and he sees he's going to back up.
Certainly a gun can offer peace of mind, but only in the right hands.
If you have a concealed weapons permit, go through firearm training, be prepared.
Something as simple as a pencil can even help protect you.
You see that I broke it off because now it becomes a sharp shard. You can use it to dig, tear, rip, whatever you need to do, hit tender targets.
This is one of Rick's favorite tools, a non-aerosol type of pepper spray.
They send out a stream about 90 miles an hour, and the good news is they'll travel 15 feet with great velocity so that you don't have to be close quarter to be able to spray in someone's face.
Keeping your distance is paramount because you can't always tell whether you're dealing with a good guy or a bad guy.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you coming and stopping. I have the police on the phone. They're going to be here any minute. Thank you. I'm a little nervous. I'm also armed. Please leave.
Bottom line, don't put yourself in the position of having to fend off an attacker.
I don't want you in a position where that even comes to here. Find an area that you're out of sight and be able to preserve your safety. If they go ransack your car, take it off, you can always replace that. You can't replace your life.
And that's for sure. Rick Seid and one of his instructors, Mark Astor, join me right now. You know, I've been talking to a lot of women when they found out I was doing this story, and they all say, I would stay in my car. I would never get out of my car. What do you say to that?
Well, I hear that all the time as well, because it can be discomforting to go into an area that you're not familiar with. But nonetheless, for our purpose of training, we want to make sure that we take you or extract you out of the bullseye zone, or we don't want you in there as a sitting duck or a target.
Well, and that's part, you can be surprised, right?
Absolutely. It's a natural instinct to want to be in the car, but one aspect of our training is to make you aware of what's going on. And obviously, if you're in the car while you might feel secure, you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea if somebody's approaching you, and by the time they do, it's too late. Now you're in a position to defend yourself but you have to defend yourself in a very small environment, and it can be difficult to defend yourself if you're in the car and you're stuck in the car.
Very true.
One other point I want to make sure that if you definitely have to stay with the car, Kelly, make sure you have this phone. If somebody should stop, whether it be friend or foe, we want to, even if you don't have cell phone service at that point where you're at, say, listen, I thank you very much. I'm on with the police right now. Someone's coming any moment.
Yeah, you fake them out.
Fake them out. Say, I appreciate it. The guy just showed up. Guy just showed up with a gray shirt. Some identifying situation about the person. So now it might get them to back off thinking that you've already exposed them to possible capture.
Exactly. And like you said, a weapon of some sort. And anything will work. Even a bungee cord, you were saying.
I showed some weapons in the piece, but anything, you asked me to find something in my car. Here's basically a bungee cord, just to keep somebody off of you, to be able to get behind the car as a buffer. I'll have Mark step back just a little bit. You can start flipping this at them, and it's going to back them up, just giving you the moment and the distance you need to get maybe on the other side of the car to use it as a buffer and then be able to deploy or prepare for combat.
It's really all about preparedness, and I've had a lot of emails because everyone sees that I was doing this story.
I've seen some of them.
And I'm telling you, the roadside assistants have some sort of program, AAA, whatever, some OnStar, something. I mean, that's so critical too.
Look, any type of knowledge, to be having a blueprint, to be able to prepare for anything that may come your way is key and critical. In our house, we know where to escape if a fire starts. We've got to also be prepared.
All right. Well, Rick Seid, Mark Astor.
One quick second.
Very fast.
Many people, many out there show the criminals. They show the tragic events. I want to thank, in general, NBC5 and you specifically.
Oh, thank you.
You seek out everything you possibly can to keep people safe and keep our community a much safer place.
Well, we appreciate that, and we'll be taking a self-defense course from you soon. I need to learn more moves. Jim, back to you in the studio.